So this tutorial will show you how to set up your layout for your drawings that are the standard order of views, isometric, oblique, cabinet, and cavalier, and then the perspective drawing. So you should have your title block somewhere where you can go in and highlight it, right click, go to the clipboard and copy, or you can do Control C, Control V. I'm going to go into Layout 2 here, click on Layout 2 tab. You see that it has a drawing set up, ready to go. I'm actually going to delete that window, so just select the outside edge and delete it. And next I'm going to Control V, and I'm going to place my title block on the papered area, and I get as close as I can to the corner and just click. So you can see that your title block's in place. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our big window for our standard order of views. We're going to go to the Layout tab, click on that Layout tab, and then go over here to where the Layout Viewports panel is, and we're going to click on Rectangle. And there I'm just going to create a rectangular window about the size and width of my title block. Okay, now once I do that, I'm going to open the window up by double clicking on the inside and then zooming in to that standard order of views. Now if you have the grid in the background, it won't print, and if it just kind of looks a little bit disturbing in the background, you can actually turn your grid off. Just uncheck grid, or you can just click on the button and you can see it disappears in the background. If I want to zoom in and I don't like how it jumps, I can right click and go to the zoom, click and hold it down. You can either zoom out, or you can click and hold down and zoom in to get a nice little view of that standard order view. So you can see it's proportionally placed. And when I'm done, I'm going to close the window by double clicking on the outside, and that sets up my standard order of views. Next, what I need to do is go back and do another rectangle drawing window. I'm going to click onto this edge. I'm going to make one about that big right there, roughly. And once I do that, I'm going to zoom in on my isometric drawing. So I open the window by double clicking, and now I can zoom into that isometric drawing. We'll make it a little bit bigger by zooming in, a little bit finer. It's a good size right there. So let's have that, just exit, double click on the outside. And the next three moves are pretty easy. I'll select the viewport and I'll right click and go to copy, and I'm going to copy this window to right there. Also copy it there and there. Alright, so there might be some modifications that might be needed. It's pretty close to that border, and I can make the modification by just pulling the window in a little bit, give a little space, and line the windows up too here. It's like that. And if they're too far down or into the title block area, you can actually just modify that by pulling that up, just like that. So nice and neat little area looking thing. And if you're into balancing them out, you can do that, but this is fun as well. Now to set up the other drawings, you double click on the inside, you can zoom and add those other drawings in by just moving them around. Zoom out a little bit here. Do the same thing this. I'll open this window up, zoom into the oblique cavalier and oblique cabinet. This will be the oblique cavalier, this will be the oblique cabinet. Double click in here and go to the perspective. Zoom into the perspective. Okay, and the last thing I need to do is I need to add the titles of each one, and then the actual title of the drawing I'm going to put down here and in here. So I'm going to go to the Home tab, go to the big A, create a text box, make sure I have my cap locks on. And I actually first would want to change this text size to 0.125, enter. And type in standard order of views. Zoom in, place that there. I'll also copy and paste this, so go copy. It's going to be messy at first, but see in a second. Let's turn that off. Just double click on it, and I'm going to name that. That will be named perspective. So the oblique cabinet. The isometric. It's the oblique cavalier. And then the last title, which will go down here. I'm going to make that your figure number. Figure 1. Notice I'm not going to change the size. I'm going to keep that at 0.2. It's just going to be a little bit bigger. Just for looks, I can move that into the middle. Okay, so that's basically setting up your drawing. Last thing, you just have to make sure you change the date and then the title, example 1. Close it. And that is your drawing layout for all of your figures.